As a business owner, you can spend a lot of money on lead generation strategies that don't work. And quite honestly, if that's the case, your business probably isn't growing, your cash flow is probably suffering, and honestly, you're throwing money away that could actually be used somewhere else in the business. Now, what if you could put some consistent lead generation strategies in place that didn't cost you anything until a client or a customer bought from you? That would allow you to repurpose those funds. It would reduce your marketing risk because new customers are paying for themselves. And it would also give you a competitive advantage because the other players in the industry are still using those more expensive lead generation tactics that may not be producing the results. So, today we're going to talk about three different strategies that you can use to attract customers who are ultimately going to end up paying for themselves. The first strategy is a referral program. And I think most of us are probably pretty familiar with this concept. A lot of the big companies do this. You see it from, television providers, security companies. Airbnb has a referral program. Even Tesla has a referral program. And basically, what's going to happen here is you are going to ask your existing customers to introduce you to people who they know who could benefit from your product or service. And then you're going to reward them when their referral actually buys from you. Now, that reward doesn't have to be anything major. It could be something as simple as a handwritten thank you note or a $5 gift card to a local coffee shop. The second strategy that you can put in place is a strategic partnership. So, strategic partnerships are meant to be an ongoing relationship between two or more non competing businesses. So, a good example here would be a strategic partnership between a bookkeeper and an accountant, because the two of them, in theory, should be able to pass a lot of referrals back and forth to one another. Now, you can make this a formal relationship, you can make it informal, but the important thing to remember here is that this needs to be mutually beneficial. In a perfect world, it would almost be a one-to-one trade back and forth of new customers. Something else that you're really going to want to make sure that you think about is who you select as your strategic partner. They need to provide a level of service that you are comfortable with because they need to be able to take care of your customers. When you make that introduction, that strategic partner now represents you. So make sure that they're representing you well. The third strategy is one that a lot of people haven't heard about, and it's called a host beneficiary. So, in a host beneficiary, basically what you're doing is you're looking for a non competing business that serves your ideal customers. And you'll go through that non competing business and you'll make an offer, a valuable offer through them to their clientele. And the neat thing about that is that number one, it doesn't cost them anything to do that. Number two, they're able to reach out to their clients and say, "We appreciate you, so we got you valuable this valuable offer." So, an example, maybe to kind of bring this home, I do a workshop, Entrepreneurs Masterclass, and I work with a number of nonprofits in the area to put this masterclass on for their donors who are business owners. So the nonprofit doesn't pay anything for this masterclass. They simply reach out and invite their business owner donors to come to this workshop where they're going to get all this great information that's going to allow them to learn things like we're talking about right now: how to increase leads, how to increase conversion rate, how to get more customers, how to make more money, how to scale their business. All of these wonderful streetwise tips that I provide during this workshop are theirs for free. So the non-for-profit's able to provide value to their donors by giving them this workshop. The donors get the value, obviously, of the information, and then I get the value of a new database, the opportunity to meet people who could potentially become new clients. So, by putting these strategies in place, your business is going to benefit from the opportunity to repurpose those funds. It's going to allow you to reduce your marketing risk, and you're going to be able to gain that competitive advantage. And if you do it right, you're going to attract customers who are going to end up not costing you anything because they've paid for themselves. So if you're a business owner who'd like to talk a little bit about their marketing and see if we can figure out some ways to generate more leads for you that don't cost you anything, or don't cost you anything until that individual becomes a client, then feel free to reach out and schedule a 30-minute call so we can talk a little bit about what you've got going on and start working on a solution for you going forward.